Hello and welcome. We are live. My name is Carrie Wade. Welcome to Reiki Live. I am a Reiki practitioner in Arizona, the Phoenix area, suburb of Phoenix. I am an Usui Reiki master teacher, as well as a Karuna Reiki practitioner and a Holy Fire Reiki master teacher. So, I'm just going to try to get this shared out on my page. And if you would do the same, I'd really appreciate that. Whoops! Except I just hit the wrong freaking button. Are you kidding me? So, some days you feel like a nut. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Nancy. Hello, Erica. Thank you for being here. I'm just kind of, this week been kind of weird. Hi, John. Thank you for being here. Hi, Jessica. Good evening to you. Hi, Day. Hello, lovely Day. Okay, trying to get this shared out on my page. And my chubby little fingers are pushing all the wrong buttons. So, here we go, here we go, here we go now. Almost. Careful, careful. 1, 2, 3, share now. Woo! If you have any groups that you can share this out to, I'd really appreciate it. Or if you can share this out on your personal page, that would be really awesome. I appreciate you helping to spread the word and share the love. Share the love here. So how's everybody doing? Yeah, it's been kind of an interesting week, huh? Monday morning rolled into our house via a flood in the kitchen when we woke up. And so luckily it wasn't too bad. We were able to get the problem fixed. A plumber came out super fast. We were so blessed with that. And, you know, it's just kind of been this like little series of weird shit happening and I don't know why. So thank you for sharing, Tanya. Hello, Glenda. Hello. So anyway, we're here to just let this all go, right? Reiki is so good for releasing that stress, that tension that we have, the crap that goes on in our lives. And in fact, you know, it's a great segue because I'm going to share with you something that I got today or yesterday, maybe it was. So let me just first of all, thank you for being here. I said that right. My website is carriewade.com if you want more information about Reiki or any of the things I do. And also, if you're interested in a more complete program, a container of support, I have a 12-week coaching program, and that is carriewadecoaching.com. So let me just say that right up front because I usually forget. Okay, so anyway, have you ever heard of human design? Human design. This is the most fascinating thing I have come across in so many years. I was introduced to human design in February, maybe January. And it just rocked my world. So human design is kind of a combination of astrology and I Ching and all this stuff. It's a very complicated formula. But it's really, really interesting. And I've learned more about myself through human design than anything else I think I've ever done. So you can get your free chart. You have to know, your date of birth. Hopefully you know that. Hopefully you know your name, your time of birth, and where you were born. And you can get a free chart. I got mine on Jovian Archive, and I like it, and I'll tell you why. But Jovian is Jovian archive.com. It's free, but sign up for the email list also. And so when you go in and you get your chart, it will, just print out your chart, and then they will drip little tidbits. There's some things on there you can go in and read, but they'll drip little bits of information to your email for, I don't know, I think it went on a couple of weeks or so. And just little different pieces of your chart. It's fascinating, you guys. It's so fascinating. If you've never heard of this, you've never done this, give it a try. And then from there, this, you could go down a very, very, very deep rabbit hole on this stuff. Hi, Deb. So, as far as you want to go, but I don't want to go that deep on this because, it would absolutely consume me because I'm that kind of person. So anyway, but I'm going to start the Reiki as I continue to talk because I want to read you something that's really fascinating. Just get comfortable. All you have to do is set your intention to receive. And I've set my intention to send this to you. Reiki is energy. Everything is energy. It can go wherever we direct it to. So as long as you are willing to receive, you will receive. Okay, so back to the human design. So jovianarchive.com for your free chart. And then there are several really well-spoken experts on this out there. The man who downloaded all of this information has passed. But Jovian Archive is the actual website that was his website, his teachings. And anyway, there is another woman who I really like. Her name is Karen Curry Parker. I believe it is Karen Curry Parker. And I get her email updates. I just find it interesting. And she sent out an email. I think this actually came yesterday. But it really spoke to me because I think I know it's something that we all go through. And I just felt this was really powerful. And so I wanted to bring this to share with you tonight as we're enjoying this Reiki energy. Hi, Charlene. How are you? Hi, Jessica. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you guys are here. I just wanted to share this letter that I received in the email from her. It's not just to me personally. It was to her whole email base. And it basically says, last week she wrote about not feeling present in her life. And she says, I want to thank you. Oh, we're getting a monsoon storm. She says, I want to thank you all for sending me so many responses to my note. I want to specifically address some of the comments many of you sent and clarify my purpose for writing what I did. And we don't need to know what she wrote. I mean, I could go back and pull it up, but it's today's writing here that really makes the point. She says, I try not to write too many details about my life, not because I'm not transparent, but because I like to focus on you and what I can share with you that will empower you and lift you up. I have a regular life, just like all of you. And like most regular lives, it has cycles. 2 years ago, my youngest son tried to commit suicide. Fortunately, he got the help he needed, and he's thriving. Shortly after that, he joined the Army, which is a special kind of breath-holding, waiting game for me as his mother. As soon as my son got himself grounded and moving forward in a healthy way, my oldest daughter had my first grandson and some complications during his delivery, which were very scary and stressful. Shortly after that adventure, I developed COVID and I was sick for 2 months. I'm still battling the after effects of COVID more than a year later. Like all of us, I had to deal with the added pressure of having my 12-year-old home for the year and not being able to see my family. During this time, I wrote a couple of books. I kept building my publishing company and my human design business, tried to take care of my 80-year-old parents from a distance, tried to build a relationship with my new grandson, who I couldn't visit due to the pandemic, emotionally support my other adult children who were wrestling with job changes and their own pandemic challenges, console my husband who lost several friends to COVID, and try to keep him healthy because he has some other significant health issues. This year, my daughter gave birth to my second grandson, which was also a very complicated birth with some new scary health challenges. I also helped move her and her babies across the country to Texas so her husband could have a better chance at finding more lucrative work. After that, one of our other daughters got married. It's been a challenging couple of years. Yes, my life is complicated. I have 8 children. That should say enough about my life right there. I'm so grateful that so many of you have easy, simple lives, as you've shared with me in the notes that you've sent me. But I'm not sad, nor do I have a sad life. I have a normal life. The intention of my letter was to share with you that it's okay to struggle sometimes. It's okay to need to recalibrate and take a pause. It's okay to not get it right sometimes. I have been in the personal growth and development field all of my adult life. I bristle when I hear speakers and leaders in my field purvey formulas for a great life. It makes me angry when I hear thought leaders teach that all you have to do is think happy and you will instantly pivot and change your reality. That is true, sometimes. But sometimes we have to work at it a bit. This is the part I really love. Sometimes you have cycles when you have to massage your mindset to get it where you want it to be. And if we're honest, sometimes you have cycles in your life when your mindset goes out the window and you just wallow in the misery of it. Anybody else been there? I certainly have. I certainly have. Anyone who tells you that there's a magic meditation, a zone, or a frequency that will instantly erase it all and make it better is not being completely honest. Life isn't an ascension curve with a line that curves straight up. Life has twists and turns and cycles in the plot outline. Sometimes, most of the time, you're going to get it right. Sometimes you're going to swirl around in the curves of the story, wondering how the heck you got there and how in the world you're going to get out. And it's all okay. Sometimes it's the being stuck and hurting that brings us the most vital lessons necessary for our evolution. And we discover that these fallow cycles are essential for our growth. Hi, Dave. Be gentle with yourselves. Be sweet to yourself if you have a bad day or if you're in a cycle that is challenging you. You're not failing. You're not screwing up. You're still fulfilling your life and your soul purpose. The more you love yourself through it, the faster you will move through it and taking the lessons that you need to master, to move forward. Let it be what it is. It is just a cycle. Here's to navigating this cycle with as much grace as we can muster and accepting ourselves in kindness and self-generosity as we go through it. Ah, Shauna, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? What an empowering piece. Because we do all struggle. We all have those times when it feels like life is like knocking us down. And even when we try our hardest to climb back out of that pit, it just keeps knocking us down and it keeps knocking us down. And it's okay to let it be messy. It's okay to wallow. It's okay to be there. You're taking care of yourself. And I posted something on my Facebook page the other day that says, we expect life and our goals to go in this nice, even slope. And that's not the reality. We all know it goes like this, right? And there are 5 phases to growth and, their excitement. We get really excited about something new. Then there's confusion, like, what is this? I don't understand. I don't understand. Am I doing this right? Then there's frustration where you just want to pull your hair out. You are like on the verge of giving up, blowing it all up and starting over. And then there is surrender. And after surrender comes breakthrough. It's all part of the cycle. It's how we go through life. And, I love how she said that ascension curve, we think it's just going to move up like this. And that's not reality. It's not how it happens for most people. We all have normal lives. And yes, we build our tools and we love ourselves. We learn to love ourselves more deeply. We care for ourselves. We do our work. And it gets easier. It does get easier. But when we struggle, when we have those moments of struggle, it's just important to know that we're only human. And you know what? You're not the only one. You're not the only one. So let it be messy. Let it be what it needs to be. Just practicing that self-care, being gentle with yourself. Don't cuss yourself out. Don't call yourself names. Don't berate yourself. Like, why is this such a struggle for me? Why is this so hard? I should know better than this. I've done it. You've done it. Everyone's done it. And if we start to think about, if somebody said some of the things to our best friend or someone we love and care about that we say to ourselves sometimes, we totally throat punch them, right? Without hesitation. It would not be acceptable to talk to a loved one in such demeaning words. But we do it to ourselves. WTF, we do it to ourselves. So, I would invite you this week to practice your own self-care, to allow yourself to be human, to accept that it's okay to struggle sometimes. Yes, we have tools. Yes, we can meditate. We can do our breath work. We can read. We can pray. And it still may be bumpy, but that's okay, because it's a cycle. This too shall pass. So just hold that intention as we just soak in some of this beautiful Reiki energy. This energy that helps us to release some of that tension, to release that struggle, just to improve our own well-being. And I'm just going to shut up for a few minutes and enjoy. At the end of this tonight, I'm also going to read a postcard from Spirit for us all, to give us a good message heading into the rest of our week. During Reiki, different people experience different things. I know I say this all the time, and those of you who are here all the time, you know this already. Perhaps you're seeing colors. Perhaps you notice some feeling in a part of your body, maybe some numbness or tingling. Something falls asleep. Maybe you feel heat, or maybe you feel coolness in some part of your body. It's just energy moving. We all experience it differently. You may not feel anything, and that's 100% okay. There's no right and wrong here. I promise you, this is one place that you can come without having to worry about being judged about anything. So that's a big, big tenet of mine. It's a big value of mine. It's holding this space without any judgment. And I try to live my life by that. Not labeling things as good or bad or right or wrong. Oh, hell no, I'm not perfect. Not by a long ways. But this I can promise you, I am real. I am real. I'm not trying to be perfect. I just want to be real. If you're feeling any tension anywhere in your body, just guide the Reiki, this healing energy that's being sent to you. Just guide it into that place where you feel you need some healing. Into that place that feels heavy. And you can use your breath to breathe in to that area as well. Energy work, I believe, is about 99% intention. So use that intention. Use it in your own self-healing. You have everything you need inside of you. There's nothing outside of you that you need. All healing is self-healing. You are an amazing, miraculous being of light. Just let that sink in. Connect back to your source. Feel it here in your body. Just let it relax you. Let it take away any stress, any worries. Just being in this moment right now. Anyone can learn Reiki. It is not hard. You don't have to have any special gifts. You have all the gifts that you need already. So wherever you are, you can find a great Reiki master in your area. If you want to go study with someone in person or in a classroom, I have a Reiki online class. It's actually in a Facebook group, a private Facebook group. And I teach it in 3 different levels. Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and then the master and master teacher level are taught together as Reiki 3. And so it's a series on the Facebook page of videos and a procedure manual. Very in-depth, very, very full of information. Some of it you'll never use. Most of it I never learned in any of the times I've gone through trainings with different teachers. And then we meet one-on-one. If you're local, we do it in person. And we can always do it on Zoom to pass the attunements. Attunements are passed from master to student. Basically, we are opening up your channels, all of your chakras, and we are attuning you to the symbols and the energy of Reiki. There are attunements for each level, 1, 2, and 3. And it's a beautiful process. You can always use it on yourself. You can use it on your family, your pets, in your home. I have some students who don't even do Reiki. They still come to me for Reiki or have remote sessions of Reiki with me. But they have that energy in them, and it's so beautiful. And there's something very sacred about it. Reiki translates, the Japanese word Reiki comes from spiritually guided life force energy. And so it has a very deep meaning. You can check that out on my webpage. If you have any questions, you can also reach out to me, carriewade.com. And I'm going to bring our Reiki to a close. Just giving that final push of energy. And I always set my intention that whenever you watch this, you will receive this energy. So whether you're watching live or you watch it on a replay, you will receive. Oh, beautiful energy tonight. I don't know who needed that more tonight, you or me. Whoosh, out of the head, into the body. Yes, love it. Postcard from Spirit, who's ready? So, this is the deck by Colette Baron Reed. It's called Postcards from Spirit. Amazing. And just so you guys know, I can't see your comments when I'm on here on my phone for whatever reason, but I do go back and read them afterwards. So if you've posted any comments or had any questions, I will be looking at those. And what's our card going to be tonight? What's our message going to be? this one right here. Do you guys have tarot cards or oracle cards that you play with? Not, maybe I shouldn't say play with, because I know sometimes they're serious business here, but just, I get so inspired by some of the messages. They're really beautiful. Oh, good. Thank you, Day. I'm glad it was good for you. Fantastic. Yay. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so here's our message going through the rest of our week. My back is giving me fits tonight. Dearest you, we are sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it has taken for you to reach some of your goals and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune into the vibrations of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality. But we know that happy rewards are on their way to you, even now. Remember? Rise, dip, rise. Yeah. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will receive your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet commitments. Your happiest moments will be on this journey itself, not in arriving at any destination. Enjoy the journey, right? It's about the journey, not the destination. We all share the same destination. So it's enjoying those moments along the way. And yes, there are good moments and there are some not so good moments. You know, they're all part of the experience. And so allow yourself to disconnect from what is good and what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. Just observe. Just observe. Like you're watching a play, like you're watching a movie. We can do that. And it brings so much peace to life. You know, this was a really big piece for me when I learned yoga nidra and all of that stuff, is learning how to separate from the doing and the thinking and moving into the being and the feeling. So allow yourself just to break free from that. I want to mention that I still have my special going for the 30-minute Reiki and full custom yoga nidra meditation. And that can be done online on Zoom. It can also be done in person. It's amazing. You get relaxed with the Reiki, get into your body, clearing out the junk, and then we set your specific intention while I guide you through a yoga nidra meditation that just goes to the deepest part of your being, and it's so amazing. I love yoga nidra. I love it all. So thank you so much for being here tonight. And I think I just put all the new cards away in the wrong spot. I sure did. Tried to kind of rotate the cards, so we don't keep getting the same messages over and over. So anyway, that was Postcards from Spirit. Colette Baron Reed. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of my life and my journey, because you make it worthwhile, right? You're the spokes of my wheel. So thank you. And I'll see you next week. Bye.